Hello, this is Flying Luminous here, and welcome back to more Tekkit. But this isn't just any kind of Tekkit, this is a Let's Build, because as you can see, this whole compound has sprung up out of nowhere, because the last recorded episode was actually recorded a very long time ago. So the reason there's this compound is all the mods that we've been going into. I've decided that we might as well make a factory that, you know, makes stuff using these mods. So the factory was named Corp, and we'll get into that on the next episode when James is around. But yeah, this is actually on the site of the old quarry where the first one was, which is why it's so flat, and we use a filler to fill it in and all that kind of stuff. But as you can see in the background, the Corp sign is going crazy and the chunks are kind of spazzing out. But anyway, back to the Let's Build, because that's what this whole video is about. And as you can see, there's the quartz pillar frame going up, which is kind of the scaffolding of this whole building. And in between it is going to be stone bricks, as you can kind of see there from that one bit which I've taken as a pattern to kind of go from. And as you can see, the two quartz pillars in the middle, they're there just to add like a floor with a layer in the middle, as you can kind of see where those stone bricks are. And that enables wires to be fed through to the top floor and the ground floor without getting in the way and like making the walls really thick. So that was the reason behind that. Also, the glass is going to be grey glass panes, which I didn't actually do in this Let's Build because I didn't have the resources. You needed a lot of clay and stuff, and I really couldn't be bothered. But as you can see now, I'm filling in all the window panes with stone bricks. And in the corner, you see there's a gap by the quartz pillar, and that's because I haven't actually yet decided when I was building what I was going to put in the corner. And in the end, I think I decided to make the quartz pillars extra thick, just so when you're on the inside, you can actually see the quartz pillars in the corners. And it's a very similar pattern throughout the whole building, like these windows on both the ground floor and the first floor. I'm not sure about the back. I think I might fill them in on the ground floor, as there is a giant wall right in the way. Didn't really think that one through when I was building, but meh. Also, as you can see, the compound, in inverted commas, wall is stone brick, stone slabs, stone steps, and some iron bars. Just because all the mobs that come in, we don't want to blow stuff up, which is never good. Also, as you can see there, got a couple of wooden buildings and a notice board. And as you can see, there's also a ME terminal over there, just because that's what that big long wire is you see going out in the top left hand corner of the screen. That links all the way back to the base under the jungle, and that was a lot of ME wire. It did cost quite a bit and took a long time. Something, again, you don't really want to see. So as you can see now, I'm putting in the bottom layer of the floor to the factory, and yeah, this took a long time. I mean, a lot of stone bricks. The factory is something like 37 wide on the outside edge, and I think it's something like 29 deep. Obviously you've got to take off one block from each of them because this is the inside floor, but still, that's a hell of a lot of blocks. So here I am also then doing the next floor above, which took even more time. Basically, to get all this stone for stone bricks, all the quarries create cobblestone, which I've just been going through automatically on an electric furnace, just so, and then feeding the stone back into the system, just so when I did come online, we had enough stone. I think we've got something like, I don't know, some big number. But as you can see here, this is the monotonous task of putting down the floor. Click, 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 click. And then when you run out of resources, you've got to go all the way over to the terminal and pick up some more. I think as we see in here, yeah, there we go, 45,000 stone, a hell of a lot of stone bricks, and 312,000 cobblestone. That's a lot of cobblestone. I think that's 3 quarries in total, like a 64 by 64 quarry. Anyway, now the top floor's done, you can see I'm digging out the grass, which was the floor of the first floor. And the reason I'm digging out the grass, and I'm also going to dig down another layer as well, is because I wanted to sink the floor of the first floor down one, just to give that little bit more space without bottom floor seeming larger than the next floor up. And as you can see there's cobblestone and stone. The reason it's cobblestone, as I said earlier, is this was the quarry which was filled in. I think there's about 3 layers of cobblestone and then there was a layer of dirt on top. So I'm now having to mine through the cobblestone that was placed down by the filler just to put in this sunken floor. And as you can see now, I'm going around the edge and removing all the dirt and part of the wall as well. Oops. And then I fill it in just so the sunken floor doesn't have a ring of dirt around it, because that would look horrible, especially for a factory that's meant to be clean. As you can see, I still haven't yet put the extra pillars in the corners, but I do them right at the end and you'll see that afterwards. And this here, again, me putting in the floor for downstairs took so long. I think it took, I don't know, 10 minutes just to do the floor, just placing the blocks. So as you can see, this is what we've got so far. We've got the 2 middle floors, you've got the bottom floor, and we've got the sides and the edges all done. Next thing, we need to do the roof. So as you can see, I've planned out a plan for how the roof's going to go, and I've based this roof off the roof of the factory from the adventure map I built ages ago, just because I think those diagonal, triangle shaped roofs is a really factory kind of feel, and I used stone bricks again to kind of give the grey, cementy, steely effect, which you don't really get in Minecraft in steps, because obviously you get iron blocks and stuff, but you can't step them. As you can see here, just a quick cut to me doing up the edges, and as you can see, that last edge there goes up 1 higher, and I actually changed that afterwards and just had it flatten off because the roof wasn't odd length. So yeah, placing down these blocks, God, it took a long time. This took the best part of 25 minutes to place the roof and all its blocks, because you've got to get the steps in the correct orientation, you've got to get the blocks in the right place, because if they're off by 1, then you've got to redo the whole roof. So here I am, trying to do the steps in the correct orientation and taking a long time about it. So yeah, this is what it was like before the roof, and then we're going to see a bit of a fade here, and then the roof will appear. And this is what the final factory looks like. Might change a few things on the outside, but other than the glass obviously. But this here is the factory. So I hope you've enjoyed this Let's Build. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe if you're not, and comment. I barely do get any comments at all. I think it's 1 person that comments most of the time. But yeah. Anyway, until next time, bye.